We've had lots and lots of internet-breaking weddings this year. In today's video, let's review and rate this couple's looks so far. Before we proceed, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and also turn your notifications on to get notified whenever I drop related content. So we're going to begin the ratings with famous BBN star Queen Mercy Atang's wedding. So now this was the first look. I believe this was for the introduction. The groom looks simple and polished. The bride looks really regal and well adorned. I love the details on the dress and I love the whole concept of the shoot. I think I'll rate this an 8 out of 10 because she totally ate this look up. Next would have to be their traditional wedding. Now I'm totally obsessed with the groom's look. It looks clean and perfectly tailored. Attention was clearly paid to every single details and the color sits so well on the skin. Now we have the bride's look. It looks really regal as always. I do feel this is a little bit extra, but I mean it's a Nigerian wedding, go big or go home. Overall, I would rate this an 8 out of 10 as well. They both looked really good. Next would have to be their civil wedding look. I love that they kept it simple but not boring. Accessorizing on the blazer and the tuxedo looks super clean. I love the pearls and simple hairdo as well. The veil looks quite funny from this angle, but it slid regardless. It's a 7 out of 10. Lastly is their civil wedding reception. Now I wish this was a little bit more exciting. This looks a little bit mature and it's having vintage vibe. The dress doesn't suit her so well as his coat. I'm not really a fan of the headpiece as well. Overall, I'd rate this a 6 out of 10. Next we have Colin Remy and his wife, and we're starting off with their traditional wedding look. I love that they kept it quite simple but still made a statement. From the color choice to the accessorizing, they both looked amazing. Let's also take a moment to appreciate the bride's impeccable glam. This looks clean, soft and effortless. They both slid and I would rate this an 8 out of 10. Next we have their white wedding look. Now they're keeping it quite simple, but it almost looks boring in my opinion. The dress looks gorgeous from this angle and it's giving fairy tale vibe. The bow behind the dress doesn't look so good from this angle. The groom's tuxedo looks quite boring as well. I wish I had opted for a different color. Anyways, I would rate this a 6 out of 10. They both look good regardless. Next we have Moses Blaze and his wife. So this was their first traditional wedding. They both share different nationality. Moses is Nigerian, Akwa Ibom precisely, while the wife is Ghanaian, so they had two different traditional weddings. For the bride's outfits, the color choice and fabric looks quite boring. I wish I had worn something more flattering, but the groom looks good though, so I'd rate this a 6 out of 10. Now we have the Ghanaian wedding. This looked a little bit flat, but it looked good regardless. The groom once again outshines the bride. I'd rate this a 6 out of 10 as well. They both looked adorable. Now I believe this was the reception for the traditional wedding. I'm just not a fan of the look. This is another look the bride served. Still quite boring. Anyways, let's talk about the white wedding look. I appreciate the effort and understand that she loves simple looks. Still, she looks really beautiful regardless. But the dress is a little flat in my opinion, and I'd rate this a 5 out of 10. Next we have the newlywed Dera and Yinka. Firstly we have their traditional wedding. So the couple had two traditional weddings, an Igbo traditional wedding and the Yoruba traditional wedding. For the Igbo traditional wedding, they looked really good. The groom kept it really simple, while the bride on the other hand spiced things up. He had this beautiful corset ensemble adorned with this gorgeous diamond neck piece. The best looking bride so far, and I'd rate this a 10 out of 10. So we have the Yoruba traditional wedding. So obsessed with this look, from the detailing on the dress to the perfect makeup to the accessorizing. She definitely gave what she was supposed to give, and the color looks so good on her as well. The bridal train as well looked spectacular. I love that they didn't try to take the attention away from the bride. They kept it really simple but still very pretty. The groom as well clearly understood the assignment. From the agbada itself, down to the accessorizing, down to the headpiece, he clearly brought his A game and they both slayed. I guess I would rate this a 10 out of 10 as well. I can't find no faults. We have their civil wedding look. So this looks really clean and sophisticated. The bride is definitely serving clean girl aesthetics and the groom is the epitome of a classic man. Overall, they both look clean and stunning, no faults detected. And I'll rate this a 10 out of 10 as well. Then we have the white wedding. They kept it quite simple with the white wedding. I guess they had two white weddings as well. So they had one celebration initially, which was a lot more simpler than they had this, which was way more grand. I love the wedding dress. It's simple yet very classy. This is the pure definition of a timeless and elegant dress. Details on the dress were perfectly curated. A 9 out of 10 for me. Lastly was this outfit she wore for the wedding they had prior. This looks really unique and very unusual. I love the entire details from the hair to the makeup. Kept it very simple but still looked very glamorous. This looks impeccable and stunning, and I would rate this a 9 out of 10 as well. I mean, take a look at the back view. Next, we have Vicky James. Vicky James' wedding is clearly the most talked about wedding in 2024 so far. Let's start the fashion review with her introduction look. They both look really stunning and very extra for an introduction. This outfit cost the buzz on the internet, but I personally wasn't expecting anything less. I mean, it's Vicky James. Love the structure of the dress as well as the color. They definitely look like royalty. I'd rate this a 10 out of 10. This was the second look for the introduction. It was way more simpler, but still very gorgeous. I love the silhouette of the dress, I love the hairdo, and I love the makeup. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. I believe this was another introduction as well. This looked way more mature than the other looks. Still very beautiful. The groom looked spectacular, and I'd rate this an 8 out of 10 as well. I personally wish I had opted for a different color. Next, we have a civil wedding look. The groom was serving monochrome and definitely delivered. The bride, on the other hand, was on this gorgeous two-piece. It's giving vintage Chanel but looks very classy. This would have to be a 9 out of 10 for me. Next is the after party look, very similar to the initial look and still on that classy theme. I love the simplicity and elegance of the outfit, and I would rate this a 9 out of 10 as well. Then we have a bridal shower look. It's super simple. I love the hair, I love the pearls, I love the dress itself. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. The length definitely spiced things up. Then we have a traditional wedding look. This looks quite simple. I definitely expected a lot more from her, and I'm definitely not a fan of the colors. Good regardless, and I'd rate this an 8 out of 10. Then we have look 2 for the trad. I personally feel the groom kind of outshined her. It looked really regal. Vicky, on the other hand, looked amazing. I love the detailing at the top parts, and the photography was definitely amazing. Rate this an 8 out of 10. Then we have the white wedding look. This is definitely one of the best wedding looks I've ever seen. I love the silhouette of the dress. I love the simple hairdo. I love the glowy makeup. The groom looked really clean as well, and they both understood the assignment. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Then we have the after party look. It's a vintage look, and I'm personally not a fan of the look. Regardless, I feel their outfits looked well structured, really unique, and I'll rate this a 7 out of 10. I believe this was also an after party look as well. No long talk needed. This looked simple and stunning. I'll rate this an 8 out of 10. So guys, we've come to an end of today's video. Be sure to let me know your opinions in the comment section. Which of these looks were your favorite, and which of these weddings did you think was most entertaining? Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and also turn your notifications on to get notified whenever I drop related content. Also, let me know what sort of video you would like to see next. Bye for now and see you in my next video.